2 days until the half marathon. And I feel rotten today. My thighs started to hurt, my calves, back pain. I'm not sure whether I'm just paranoid, whether it's all psychosomatic, but I do not feel ready. I feel really unfit today. And look at the sweat. Look. Really panicking. And the worst thing is, I think I can do the distance, but there's a cut-off time of 2 hours and 30 minutes. There's nowhere near. I'm nowhere near that. I think the quickest I've done it is 2 hours 45. I'm gonna get the sweeper bus, I know I am.
I'm seriously wondering why I do this to myself.
Well, that's my last run done before the half marathon. 5k, and my time was exactly the same as it was in January. And we're now in November. After a year of running, I'm no fitter, I'm no thinner, but I'm older. I'm in the lap of the gods now.
This is the point that I start overthinking and start to self-sabotage. In a total blind panic, I dash out to purchase new running kit. But the day has come and it's time to travel to Benidorm. We've arrived at Alicante Airport, where we meet up with friends who have also travelled out. And after a short taxi ride, we arrive in Benidorm. It's time to carb up. And it would seem that Benidorm is the perfect place to do some warm-up exercises. And as Benidorm parties into the night, race preparations are well underway. Well, the day has arrived and we head down to the race headquarters to pick up our bibs. There's a great atmosphere there with Zumba and all sorts of other activities going on. We've collected our bibs and our goodie bags. There's also a huge marquee where you can purchase all sorts of other merchandise. Now this is starting to feel real. The run doesn't start until 6 p.m, so we've got a long day ahead. So we head to a cafe for race nutrition. The skies are blue, but it's quite nippy. But these guys are definitely brave in the weather. And after an afternoon of shopping, 18,000 steps later, we are ready for the race. It's at this point that I realise that my legs are tired. We've walked all day and it's taken us ages to find the starting point. I'm usually a morning runner and I'm starting to think that I should have really rested my legs today. I'm starting to overthink and start beating myself up about race day preparation. Everyone looks like real runners and I'm really starting to panic. But there's nothing I can do about it now. I just have to try and calm myself down, relax and enjoy the moment. What I will say is that the atmosphere is absolutely amazing. There's live music and I have to say it's starting to help with my nerves. The sun is starting to set and Benidorm is looking amazing against the sunset. The nervous excitement is starting to build and the energy levels grow as we get closer to the start.
We're moving forward.
There's no going back now, and we're off.
Keep going, Ray!
7 miles in, and I'm pretty much at the back of the pack, but I'm trying to remain focused. 9 miles in and I get the dreaded motorbikes telling me I'm out of time. I'm absolutely devastated, but what do? Do I stop? Do I carry on running? I have not come all this way to stop. I am not going to quit.
Just keep going. Just keep going. Just keep going.
I keep telling myself I am not going home without a medal. And as I turn the final corner, there are so many crowds cheering and egging me on. And we did it. I absolutely can't believe it, but it's time to celebrate.
Boy, just come along, hear me when I say,
Something I could have learned.
What an amazing day. It's our last day in Benidorm and we're waking up to a beautiful day. So we hop on a bus to the neighbouring town of Albir. We've certainly built up an appetite and tuck into the most beautiful Sunday roast. This really did hit the spot. In total contrast to Benidorm, Albir has a far more chilled and relaxed atmosphere, and it's the perfect location for a cheeky cocktail.
You watch your face, though? Yeah.
As the evening draws in Benidorm, we are treated to the most spectacular sunset. It's weird to think that less than 24 hours ago we were running past the Jolly Roger, but tonight it's time to relax and take in everything that Benidorm has on offer. We have had an amazing weekend, but sadly it's time to return home. So what were my final reflections of Benidorm Half Marathon? Firstly, as much as I enjoyed it, I will say I found it a very tough run. I did really find that the time pressure of having to finish in 2:30 was really challenging and really stressed me out throughout the race, especially when those motorbikes passed me. I also thought that running at night was quite disorientating. I'm usually a morning runner, and there were stretches of the race that were really quite dark and disorientating. I think it would have been a much better run in the daytime. Having full visibility and being able to see some key landmarks, I think, makes for a much more interesting run. The course itself was absolutely fine. It wasn't too challenging at all. There were a few long, slow, gradual hills, but nothing too challenging. The run up to the event was very well organised, great information, and I have to say the vibe on the day was great. So if I had to sum up Benidorm Half Marathon, I would say it's slightly on the tough side, but certainly worth it. I am really proud to be coming home with my medal. I really feel that I earned this one. And I have to say, it has really fueled my competitive juices. I really want to come back next year and beat that 2:30 time. Thank you for coming along with me to Benidorm. I think we had a blast, and I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. But I'm not gonna lie, I'm glad it's over. And next week, we are going on a cruise. So pack your bags and join us next weekend. It's time for Christmas markets.